Shrinkle baby, turn it up.
As the saying goes, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. My name is A of the Good Life, and I'll be your host on the Soundman podcast, where we explore diverse tapestry of life's most vital traits. Listen to the Soundman podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcast, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts from. The universe is very funny. Oftentimes here we plan things and expect to go in a certain way, and 8 out of 10 times things don't usually go how we expect them to go. As everybody has a way of handling these things differently. There are some people that, when things don't go exactly how they have envisaged it to go, they start overthinking, and sometimes it leads to depression. Also, there are people who apply more pressure when things don't go the way they want them. It's just like, they feel like they're not trying enough, and they're trying to do better. And we also have the third people who have understood the whole system, that most times things don't go the way we want them to go. Not like as if you're not going to get exactly what you want. Not like as if you're not going to achieve that goal. But the straight line you drew to the goal might not be exactly how life will make it play out. Hello guys, welcome to the Soundman podcast. And I'm your favorite host, A of the Good Life. Today's episode is going to be very brief because over the week I have personally experienced some things, and I've been opportunity to be in some conversations with a few friends and some strangers. And it's funny how that statement, man propose, God dispose, plays in every one of our lives. If you are very sincere with yourself, you can count a couple of things you planned out to happen at some certain time in life, which actually has not happened. Not like as if you're not on the track to getting what you want, but if you had planned to do this thing at this point in time in your life, you find that when life has just found a way of, making you feel like you don't know what you're doing. It happens. This episode is just to those people who feel like they are not doing enough for themselves. Those who feel like, but I'm trying, why is anything not working to my favor? Those who feel like, I don't even know what to do. Those who feel like giving up. Those who are beginning to doubt themselves. This episode is just for you. I'm just here to tell you today that you should hold space. You know what that means? Be patient. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with the universe. Be patient with God. Be patient with every single thing you encounter. You know why? God's plan for us is not our plan at all. It's most times two different things. You might think the direction God wants us to go is A, and sometimes there are facts that make you feel like, yes, it's actually A that God wants for me. But God does not want A for you. He wants D for you. So He would not talk, and He will let you start what you're doing. Then He finds a way to drift you off from that track. And now you not feel like, I'm not doing well, but God is directing you into something else. We can look at it from this perspective. Many of us have this idea of, when I start this business, in 2 months' time I should have done this, in 3 months' time I should have done this. Once I invest in this business, in 3 months' time I should have gotten this amount of money. If I invest in crypto, I invest in forex, right? Anything you just find yourself to do. Or if I buy these goods, for business owners, I should be able to have cleared it out in 1 week. But you can attest to the fact that sometimes when you even buy that goods in 2 weeks, you've not sold it. That business you put money to, in 1 month that you expected for it to boom, it has not. And now that leaves you to start thinking, is God even, what's going on? Let's not take it to the God aspect now. Let's talk about it real life. It's not okay, it's more difficult than I expected it to be. When you understand that realization that things don't go exactly the way we planned them most times. Not as if things don't go out like that, but most cases things don't go out the way we plan it. And if you're a soft person that cannot handle reality, it will get to you too much. You start doubting yourself and start overworking because you feel like you're not doing enough. And some people are very good at blaming God, like, God, why is this happening to me? Of course, you have a right to ask God why. And His only infinite mercy will speak to you. But then again, understand the concept of holding space. Just be patient with yourself. While you're patient, just keep on, talking to your spiritual being. You know what I mean? Just be like that and hold space. If you understand this hack as an adult, I feel like life is already, at ease for you to an extent. Rome was not built in a day. People did not just start today and make it tomorrow. When we are doing anything legal, illegal, anything you are doing at all, it does not just happen overnight. They have been, efforts. That effort has been placed in. Now, sometimes, even if you pour your effort, it does not happen around the speculated time that you've envisaged. So, I just want you to hold space. That's what I'm saying. Hold space. Everything will be fine. All your goals, everything you've planned to achieve, it will happen. The Bible said, I don't know, when the time is right, I don't know to make it happen. So, why worry? Just find a way to hold space, okay? This episode is not long. I did not intend for it to be long. It's only supposed to be a video. It's just to be a video. In particular episode is supposed to be video content, but I'm trying to familiarize myself with the whole video thing. Sometimes I just get overwhelmed with it. But then again, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just telling you, if you're listening to my voice, be patient with yourself. Hold space. Be patient with your friend. Yes. Be patient with your partner. Very important. Be patient with your parents. Be patient in church. Be patient with God. Be patient with yourself. Just hold space. Everything is going to be fine. Like they say, if it's not fine, it's not the end yet. So, I feel like you're not doing enough because you've not hit that target at the right time. Or rather, at the time you've placed it. God's plan might not be just the way you want it. And I listened to something earlier last week, yeah. And the person said, sometimes we experience delay in some of our certain requests from God because He knows that we are not yet mature enough to, handle some certain things, which I find very true. Also, He said, God is delaying these things to happen because He wants us to experience some certain things. So when you actually get what you are praying for, you know how to handle it and cherish it. There's no truth far from it. It's exactly as it is true. And if you have been sincere with yourself, you notice that there's some times where you pray for some certain things and it did not come at that point in time. But when it eventually came, you're like, thank God it did not come that time. I would have not had this knowledge I have right now to handle this thing. Personally, I've experienced that, and with that understanding, I just know that sometimes, even when I'm praying for a particular thing to come and it has not happened yet, I just know that, just hold space. Stay in the place of prayer. Keep on doing that thing you are doing. If it's your business, just keep on selling it. Keep on advertising your business until the prayer, the miracle you're expecting happens. You understand? If it's your health, just keep on praying till the miracle happens. Whatever you are doing, my listener, just, hold space. Like I say, just hold space. Nobody actually has it figured out. And I believe eventually all of us will have it figured out. I believe, we have it figured out. Thank you for listening to this episode. It's a piece of my heart to, to my listeners. This is I'm saying this. This is like when May and the first quarter of the year ended already last month, January, February, March. And most people had like expectations most people had goals, and somehow you've not like achieved what you had in mind. Not like as if you did not make effort, but your efforts have not been productive yet. They've not like giving fruits yet. But I'm just here to tell you, hold space, okay? I'm not motivational speaker. I don't even know. But I'm just what I'm saying, I'm talking to myself also, you understand? So I'm just like I'm just I don't use the word delayed, but I just know I'm quite okay with what I'm saying. And I love every one of you. Send this episode to a friend that you feel is probably going through one tough time or the other in their life. Send this to your partner. Everything will work out eventually. Though it may tarry, but certainly it will happen. My name is A of The Good Life, and I remain your favorite host. Do it to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Do it to follow me on Instagram. And do it to rate me 5 stars on Spotify immediately after listening to this episode. I will attach the links to my socials in the commentary on Spotify and other platforms. I really do hope you have a productive week. May is not far. I think May is in like 2 days, 3 days from now. You are doing better, okay? You're doing better than before. Hold space. Love you all.